bum, 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 bum.
Merch. I'm wearing merch.
Oh, I'm not wearing merch. This is merch.
Shame on you. Shame on you. No, it's not.
Yep,
Mike
it's
wasn't
merch.
cool enough. Mike wasn't cool enough to get a bucket hat. I just need to put that out there.
Yeah, I got no merch.
He has zero merch. Anyway, we are back for another episode of Property Talkity, and I'm your host, Liv Moods, with another host, Mikey Over.
You're. What's up?
You know what's up. Anyway,
What up?
the deal is,
What's the deal?
we got a game tonight. No games yesterday. Kind of felt like I was naked.
Little weird.
You know how you forget? Oh, you wouldn't. Maybe not. When you forget to put on your chain, you're like, I feel naked today.
Yeah, it's a weird feeling.
Pull the chain out for the people.
No, dude. You're so big on the chain.
Every episode, I'm huge on the chain.
What up, DH Bets?
He is.
Oh, shout out
work meeting for Prop Talk.
Yo, shout out DH Bets and Nikki Picks. They do a show called, let me refresh my memory really quick, because I want to give them a proper shout out. They deserve a shout out. Hold on.
You should have been prepared for this. Be more prepared next time.
Hold.
How can you manage to get props for every episode?
Continue to hold. All right, ladies and gentlemen, shout out DH Bets and Nikki Picks, 2 users on the Book It app. They host a show called The Fast Break, which goes live on Twitch. I don't know the days, but
thank you, Evan Jones.
If you follow them, they will let you know when they go live. It's a great show. They're super funny. Fast Break Sports on Twitch. Make sure you guys go follow, check it out, watch their content. They give great picks. They got a great structure. I love everything about their show. Liv, you should go on their show, Fast Break.
I haven't gotten an invitation, so let's not talk about it.
Wow, boys, step up.
Anyway, I haven't been cool enough to Paul Leonard out.
Who's Paul Leonard? Paul Leonard, a new guy on the Clippers?
First of all, our producer Nick must have missed his coffee this morning because
Paul Leonard is 2 different guys, buddy. Think you're thinking of Kawhi Leonard.
we have a little temporary typo here.
He's talking about Chris Paul.
Yeah, he is. No. We're just giving him a hard time. Paul Leonard is a new character.
But who structures that Paul Leonard? I mean,
he is a new character on this show. No, I'm just joking. Chris Paul and Kawhi Leonard are both out. That is correct. And here's the deal. I think we noticed last game that with no Chris Paul, Devin Booker does what Devin Booker does. I mean, let's get real. When you don't have any Chris Paul, who's been definitely stepping up as, the guy for this Suns team in crunch time, this is Devin Booker's moment to prove himself. I think he's already proved himself, but this is Devin Booker's moment to prove that he can handle the pressure. Do you know what I mean? This is mine. Stop. And he misses. Of course he does. But I really do think that with no Chris Paul, Devin Booker is kind of the guy that you want to look at. I think he's definitely someone to consider. Now, on the other side of things, with no Kawhi Leonard, I think we've seen Paul George really step up and embody that leadership role on this team. Now, what did you say?
PGTD. I said playoff P.
Playoff P.
Book it.
I think Paul George is the guy for this Clippers team that really has stepped up in that leadership position. So I think with these injuries, kind of makes me really love Paul George and Devin Booker a little bit, And I think that makes it a pretty smooth transition.
Yeah, no, that's tasty. I mean, if you're talking tasty, that's tasty.
It's like this dirty chai.
It's disgusting.
It's dirty, it's tasty, it's smooth. Anyway.
I would never drink something where the first line is dirty. I accept a dirty martini because I like olives. So
then exactly, shut up. Anyway.
Wow. So there's props for today.
Now that we have distinguished that Paul Leonard is out.
Chris Paul and Kawhi Leonard.
He's out.
For everyone watching, Paul Leonard is out.
Let's talk about some props. I have 2 today.
Sick.
Nick, I know I said 1, but I'm saying 2 now. And let's talk about my first one. My first one is going to be Paul George to score 30.5 points. Now, I like this because we have seen him hit this number. I think he's coming off of a 34-point game in the first game within this series in the last series that he played up against the Jazz team. No Kawhi Leonard. I think we were all a little bit nervous about the fate of the Clippers, but we saw Paul George really step up to the plate, not only facilitate, he kind of stepped out of that facilitator role a little bit and really, really stepped up to be a big scorer for this Clippers team. So I'm really liking him tonight. Like I said, last game, he's coming off of a 34-point game within this series. He averages 32 points in regular season play up against this Suns team. And in the postseason altogether, he has hit over 3 times. He hit it 3 times in the Utah game. And 3 times up against the Jazz in that series. So I like this number for him, 30.5. I think it's very doable. And I like him to have a big night with no Kawhi Leonard because that's kind of his job right now, is to carry the Clippers squad. So that's my first pick.
Yes, ma'am. Are you going to do your second? You want to just run them both and then I'll run my 3 and then...
No, you go.
Okay, so I'm about to just lay all 3 out for you on the table, and I'm not going to give you any analysis. I'm just going to tell you the picks. So here it is. I like, firstly, Ayton, DeAndre, over 25.5 points plus rebounds. Listen, this is a great matchup for him. The Clippers centers, they suck. So DeAndre Ayton, over 25.5, give me points and rebounds. Easy money. The next one, Devin Booker, to get over 31.5 points. Devin Booker, absolute bucket. Walking bucket, no Chris Paul. He's got to pick up the scoring load again. Over 31.5 points. Give me that. It's literally a free coin. And then my third one for a little bit of juice is Jay Crowder over 2.5 threes. Now, hear me out here. Jay Crowder has become an absolute sniper for this squad. And if I can get over 2.5 at plus money, I'm going to take it every time. So Jay Crowder over 2.5 threes plus money. Give me that. Those are my picks for tonight. Ride or fade. Either one.
Love it. My last pick
Just
for tonight is
clear cut.
My last pick for tonight is kind of spiraling a little bit off of what Mike was talking about, but I like Devin Booker PRA. I think the line is at 44.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's coming off of a 40-point triple-double in the first game within this series. And like Mikey over said, with no Chris Paul, not only is Devin Booker going to have to take the shooting load for this Suns team, but he's also going to have to step into that point guard position as well and get the rebounds and pass the ball, facilitate offense, as well as score a ton. So I think he's going to do a little bit of everything tonight. If he doesn't have another 40-plus game, I think he covers it just fine with the assists and the rebounds. So I love Devin Booker over 44.5 PRA.
I also just realized I picked all Suns players. So that leads into my next pick, which is Suns minus 4.5. Give me that every day of the week against this Clippers team. This Suns team just might sweep this Clippers team because I believe, and you can clip this, the Phoenix Suns will be the NBA champions when it is all said and done at the end of this year. And that comes with covering a minus 4.5 spread tonight against the Clippers. Book it. This one's for you, Mom.
Mom. He loves his, he's a mama's boy. He's a mama's boy. He's a mama's boy.
I love my mom.
Ow, ow, ow. I love it. Okay, let me tell you my pick for this game. Mikey, I love that pick, by the way. And I do love the Suns right now. I am so... Here's what I will say. As a Denver Nuggets fan, the 2 teams that the Nuggets have played up against in the playoffs are 2 teams that I am okay with losing to. I love Damian Lillard. I love Chris Paul. I love the Trailblazers. I love the Suns. I am okay. I'm to a point now where the Suns swept the Nuggets, so now I'm rooting for them. That's the kind of sports fan I am. If you knock my team out, well then I hope you win it all, okay? At this point, so I am loving that you just said that. What are you laughing about?
By 5%. No, I was reading the guy's comment.
Oh, shut up. Anyway, so I do love that. But for this game, I kind of want to run some information by you guys because I'm a little bit torn. When I'm looking at the total for this game, obviously they hit over, the line right now is at 22.5. They hit this over with flying colors in the first game. However,
smashed it.
In postseason play, the Clippers are allowing 109 points per game on average. The Suns are allowing 102 points per game on average in postseason play.
That's a lot of points.
Yeah, it is. But you put those numbers together, it's less than 222.5. Okay. And I also want to say that 60% of the Suns postseason. What?
You didn't even get up the pick yet, and Nick's already got it on the screen.
Shut up. God dang it. Jesus. 60% of the Suns postseason, -1 push, has gone under Vegas's line.
Slaps.
Okay. And there's 3 games within the regular season between the Suns and the Clippers, and all 3 regular season games went under 222.5. I know we saw a lot of scoring. I know we saw a great offensive matchup last game, but I think defense is going to tighten up on those main guys like Devin Booker, like Paul George. I like the under. There's only 69% of the sharp money on the over tonight. For whatever reason, I feel like Vegas is baiting people to the over tonight based off of last game. And I'm liking the under. Don't tell me why. I can't tell you why. I'm just saying. It's a gut. It's a feeling. All 3 regular season games between these 2 teams went under. The Suns have gone under in 60% of their postseason games. I like the under, you guys. Sorry. It's the truth.
People are agreeing with you. We'll clip that. That's a clip. Quick clip right there, Nick. Clip that, and we'll put that out. And just in case, I like the over at 220 to 225.
Shut up. You have no opinion on the total. Just shush.
There's the clip. There's the second clip, just in case.
And make sure you put this part in there. Mike is a fraud.
Quick recap. So here's how it's going to shake. There's one game, Suns Clippers. The Suns are not only going to cover -4.5, but DeAndre Ayton's going to get over 25.5 points and rebounds. Devin Booker is going to get over 31.5 points. And Jay Crowder is going to hit over 2.5 threes for the Jews. That's just a fact.
And how I see it playing out is the under hits, under 222.5. But you have some star players like Paul George. He is going to have over 30.5 points. He's going to step up for this Clippers team and bear the weight of the scoring. And then on the other side of things, like Mikey oversaid, Devin Booker is going to do what he does best to hang in there with this Suns team with no Chris Paul. He is going to have over 44.5 points, rebounds, and assists.
I'm surprised at how low that number is, to be honest with you, with Devin Booker. 44.5. Like he's good for 35. Much. Yeah, he's good for he's good for 45 points if he's really feeling it. But as always,
stretches and he drops a 40 piece like it's another Sunday, you know.
Kendall, go grab the oatmeal. I'm feeling 50 points tonight.
Oh God, don't bring Kendall Jenner into this crap. Are you kidding me?
As always, where can you find Liv and I? Well, there's only one spot. It's the Book It Sports app. And what can you do on the Book It Sports app? Well, it's a free social media scrolling feed application on the App Store and Google Play Store where you can do a bunch of things. But the main part is you can post on your home feed your picks, your analysis, your memes, or your chirps at whoever you want, because that's what we're all about. You can also track your action that you're placing at the sportsbook, and your profile keeps a record of it. So everyone knows if you're actually good or if you're just capping, you know what I'm saying? But if you're going through a cold streak, you can also buy picks from our verified handicappers from the Handicapper Marketplace. They sell picks across all major sports every single day. So you want a little help? Go hit up our guys. J.Bets, Winter Wire, Parlay Banks, whoever you like. Figure it out. You can also follow your friends and follow me and Liv, but that's whatever. That's there. Also, we'll be dropping some exclusives on the app. And if you've been paying attention, we have been red hot on the platform with the Euros going on right now. So if you're a soccer sharp and you want to make sure that you're on the right side of the coin, you got to download the Book It Sports app. Book it. This has been Prop Talk.